Kyle go? Oh, aren't you gonna do like ads and pre-roll stuff? I don't know.
Unknown centuries later is when our story begins.
How is it that I might help you?
Farlo Bastaya!
Cut them apart! Break them! Ratuskit! Barbardo!
Oh, welcome back to the Quelmar realm, everyone. Holy crap! After 1 or 9,000 technical difficulties, we're back, or at least here for our first episode of the First Class, or Quelmar First Class. Our interpretation of Quelmar's Hogwarts in the Underdark during wartime. Yeah, we'll just condense it down into a nice amalgamation of those things. Before we get started with the campaign proper, let's go around and meet our players for this and their characters. So I guess I'll look on the Twitch live feed here and we'll go around that way. So, Eric, if you could introduce yourself and your character to us today, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eric. I'm new to the Quelmar community. Known Kyle for a long time now, I think a little over 3 years. Yeah, my character will be a high elf barbarian, so playing a little bit against type with that one. So I'm looking forward to play a slightly sub.
That's right. Suboptimal can sometimes be optimal. I don't know. I like it. I like suboptimal parts, and we'll definitely torture you for making that choice, but in a good way. Speaking of being tortured in a good way, Dan, let's slide down to you. And how are you doing today? Can you introduce yourself and your character to us today, please?
Doing fantastic, Kyle. Thanks for having me. My name is Dan, also a first time here on the Quelmar server, so thank you for having me. I will be running a half-elf warlock, a half-drow elf, whose name is Refrig Eritor. He's kind of a know-it-all, but there he is.
There he is. Yep. Awesome.
Definitely not derived from Count Chocula in the slightest. General Mills, come at me, bro.
That's right. Yeah. You'll never find Count Chocula in a burning abyss. But awesome. Well, let's go from Burning Abyss over to awesome character artwork. Zach, can you introduce yourself and your character to us today, please?
Well, hello everyone. My name is Zach. I'm also brand new here on the Quelmar realm. Happy to be here. Very excited. And my character is Nerif Somnum, and he is a halfling bard, specifically interested in the College of Spirit. Ever since he was born, he has always had the ability to see those who are no longer with us, and he is very excited to try to hopefully get everyone else to also see those who have kind of gone, away, so to speak. He has a very specific little friend here, as you can see Nymera in the picture, who's been there pretty much since he was born and is his faithful companion all throughout this that only he can see.
Awesome. Yes, and it'd be nice to see your zany antics and communing with the departed, the dearly departed. Someone who's not departed and here right now and has been patiently waiting for this moment. Erica, can you introduce yourself and your character to us today, please?
Sure. I'm Erica. Use she, her pronouns. Also super duper new. Also to the server and Quelmar in general, but glad to be here. I'll be playing a half orc today, Morchella. And she's going to be a druid in the Circle of Spores. And she's also I think, yeah, not exactly min-max, but not as far as a high elf barbarian.
That shot that out of my nose.
Yeah, awesome.
Targeted.
Yes. So, well, it just so happens that that Marcella is awesome. It's been verified, and we can also verify that along with Marcella, we also have another fun guy here. And James, if you'd like to introduce yourself and your character to us today, please.
Your segues are killing me. I love them. Hi, I'm James. I'm playing Sigmund. So I am an Illumian. That means are a race of librarians and scholars, and basically it's like if you took a tiefling, but instead of a demon, you shoved a book down its throat. And I'm also 16, so I'm a little ahead of the curve. And I'm super ready for college, everybody. Super emotionally ready and mentally ready. I'm ready.
Boy, I picture young Sheldon, and it's
Yeah.
going to completely crush
Oh, yeah.
the spirits of those around you. Awesome. I'm Kyle. I'll be your DM for this campaign, and this is a not quite a community campaign, but we are doing we're going to do first class, Quelmar first class into 4 parts. There are 4 years of study, and there are several NPCs, several other students in the background here at Catharta that we're going to touch on experiences with our player characters with some of those other students. But keep in mind that there are other students out there. So when we go into years 2, 3, and 4, we may see some switching in some player characters to tell other stories throughout these 4 years. This story will begin in the year 821 PR, and if you're a Quelmar regular, you'll know on the timeline this is 4 years prior to us Pennsylvanians running the Greedy Green campaign. So this will lead up directly to present day for any of those in the community campaign, the Greedy Green. So yeah, this will be our first year here for the first class, and I'll read a little quick intro, and then we'll dive right into it. So, as the War of Many Names continued, and by the way, War of Many Names is got many names. Another way of saying it is the Dragon War, right? The Return of the Dragons happening right now. So anyway, as the War of Many Names continued to take its toll on the civilizations of Quelmar, both the known and secretive organizations of magic users began to emerge. Rising up against the dragon incursion, these talented and powerful forces drew not only the concern of the evil dragons, but also their ire. It wasn't long before dragons and their minions began targeting and eradicating entire sects of magic-wielding Quelmarians. Thankfully, some of these endangered institutions put aside their differences and together devised a plan to safeguard the futures of their peoples. It was unanimously decided that a centralized and, more importantly, secretive organization would be formed to foster the future of one of Quelmar's most powerful assets against the dragon menace. You, or all of you, player characters, the magic users of tomorrow, in training now. Well, more specifically, those with the potential to possess great magical powers that can help defend the realm. There are other students already a semester or more ahead of our students here today because of their time in study at their previous institutions. But our player characters, however, are among the first group of students to be accepted here as representatives of what can be achieved when the world's most powerful organizations join forces. So, players, to welcome you to your new home here at Catharta Academy, and welcome Quelmar's first class. Bleh. Reading.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we're supposed to clap after that.
Yes. Oh,
Woo!
good. Yes. So that's a little intro there. And instead of going about some more blurbs about the environment stuff, let's just jump right into it, and we'll see what happens. So the first thing you all hear as you arrive here, we're going to skip the whole background stuff. We will touch on how we got here because it's confusing, convoluted, blah blah blah. Extra 5 minutes of stuff we don't need. So rather than doing all that, you all just arrived here at Catharta Academy, and you ascended up through the floor, through a cavern floor, and walked out onto into the middle of a great cavern, which we'll describe here in a second. But as you're taking in the sights around you, you hear Mr. Somnum. Mr. Somnum. Mr. Somnum!
Oh, huh? Yes?
I don't know who you're talking to, but please pay attention. This is important.
All right. Sorry about that. That's very rude of him, wasn't it? Just interrupting us like that.
Tell them, whoever the dearly departed are, just tuck it in. Tuck it in.
All right. We'll talk later.
As I was saying, I'm Director Venlith, and undoubtedly that I'm going to blah blah blah. He's going to go into an important speech about the campus, about Catharta and how it was formed, which I already gave you a nice big intro there. He's going to go back into his welcome speech, which he's probably done a few times now, and but as Director Venlith, who is in charge, that's really the only point of contact you have right here, is he is in charge of this. He is essentially the dean of this academy. But as he's going on, you're all taken aback by what you see around you. And let me update the map here. Shall we take a little cruise around? I wonder if this will update it if I do it from here. It did not. Crap. All right. How about this? Okay, perfect. So you all awaken. You all are looking around as you're up on a small mound in this large cavern, this large cylindrical cavern. And as you look around, you're noticing that even though you're supposedly underground in the Underdark, it's bright in here. Not only bright, but everything has an orange hue to it. It's almost like a sunny day out. And you're standing on this platform in the center of this large circular cavern, and you look up, and the entire ceiling of this cavern, which you would think might be covered with, stalactites and all kinds of other eerie, dark things up in the ceiling. No, the entire ceiling of this huge cavern is covered with what looks to be a plant-like substance, a fungi or some kind of natted plant-like substance, and it's what's projecting this orangish yellow light down upon the entire cavern, almost acting as if it was a sun. And you will see these small motes, which, I mean, we have a fungus expert here, which you would immediately recognize as small spores, thousands of small spores floating, blissfully through the air, and each of those giving off just a little bit of light. No one's, the director doesn't seem concerned that these small spores are floating in the air, so hopefully harmless. But it seems to give this whole cavern a nice warm glow to it. And you look around and you see several buildings and trees, and you look around the platform that you're standing on that has a circular runic sigils on it. You look around the platform and you see grass, not just fake grass, but not that we had AstroTurf back then, but who knows? But you look around, you see real lush grass, and you get a smell, an earthy smell of fresh topsoil. And you look around, you see that there are some structures around you, some like it almost looks like they're a partial bowl around this platform that you're at, and there's also a small building right in front of you. And on that small building, or I'm sorry, thin but tall building, there is a what looks to be some kind of clockwork clock on top of this very slim tall building.
What can you describe a clockwork clock?
Yes. Okay. So it's yep. Fair. Yep. So yeah, it's it has no face. You can see right through into the guts, and it is what would be as if you opened up a a watch, either a pneumatic or wound watch, and like took away all the framing, and that's essentially it, or all
That
the
makes sense. I got you.
yeah,
Sure.
all the covering. As you're taking in all these sites and looking around in this alien world, this little sunny campus nestled in the Underdark, the as the director begins to drone on with his speech, undoubtedly important stuff, and he says, with all that being said, I'll field any relevant questions before we move on to the tour officially. Looks around at all of you. By the way, this is just the five of you are with him. Just the five of you arrived right now.
I have a question. I actually have a question. How many people do you think have died here? I just see so many things flying around. It's wondrous. Absolutely wondrous.
Oh,
Those are
I'm
plants.
I'm sorry. You might be confused, Mr. Somnum. And he like puts his finger up to one of the small glowing orangish yellow motes. Yes, these are spores from the sunshulk fungus on the ceiling. These are not dead people. Wow, that would be really bad. That's a massacre. No, these are. It's just you're safe. You're safe. And no, there's not a lot of people. There have been dead students already. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but there's waivers, and of course they all met their own end, and not from us.
Oh, well, that's a shame. That's quite the shame. I was very excited. All these lights, I thought it was just the fading spirits far off away. Oh well. Maybe we could change that one of these days.
I too have an important question, Sir Director Vanilith. See, you just mentioned that this isn't the real tour, so I'm very curious. What was this? Is this the pre-tour? Is this the proto-tour?
Oh no, this is my initial speech. I'm sure you know that I have to get this down to a T.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not this. The tour is when I show you around the buildings. I'm not going to walk you building to building or anything like that. I'm not going to insult your intelligence.
You walked us to this platform here in the center of the city, so I assumed that the tour started on that. But see, on the surface, we define tours a little differently, and it's very interesting how you define tours down here. I love the proto tour. It's very fascinating.
Yes, yeah, proto. Yep, sure. If that's what makes you comfortable. Proto. Damn.
Director, how long are we down here? I'm just curious about that.
Yes. Sorry, not a whole lot of specifics were given to you because this is such a secretive operation here. The program is 4 years, so at the end of 4 years, expect to be just super damn powerful. Like just you're very, very useful and beneficial to society.
And what happens if we flunk out while we're enrolled here?
I will make sure you're shamed everywhere you go. But other than that, nothing really. You just go back. I'll send you back topside, and you'll go about your life as normal.
So we can't stay here if we do, correct?
That's funny. Your name was Siegfried? What was your name, son?
Maedros, director.
Maedros. Oh, you're that. Oh! Wow, you don't look the aggressive type. I've had a few letters of warning against. Okay. Yes, it is. You just don't worry about failing. You all personally chosen. You're all personally chosen here for your particular abilities, talents to help defend the realm and contribute to society. There are people who have sponsored here, put their name on the line because they believe in all of you. And until you prove otherwise, I shall believe in you as well. So don't fear the flunking out. If you want to stay here, then you had best prove yourself because we have no place for no one with no value.
Duly noted, sir.
Does that mean you have a place for everyone with value, or does that mean because I thought we were a selected few, but you're saying that everyone with any amount of value could come down here, and that's a pretty broad net to cast.
It seems like the opposite, you see. I said no one with zero value can be here. Not everyone with any value can be here.
So
You're
some
trying to
people with some value can be somewhere.
Correct. Absolutely. Every
not
time.
necessarily.
This is going to be a long 4 years with this one.
Yes. Yes. Well,
Hey,
you are the last.
with your luck, I'll finish in 3. So we'll see.
Perfect. I love it.
So, do I have to take classes with these morons?
Ooh, that is sharp, and you're not even in class yet. Yikes. You will have some classes together. I mean, the class sizes aren't that large, and you are the last. You are the first group, the first group, but the last 5 of that group. So your classes start in 2 days. You have 2 days to prepare for all this. It'll be you 5, but your class will also be significantly larger, bordering on 40 or so students per class. So you will more than likely have some classes together, yes. But have no fear, you will all have one class that you will have together with me. And by the way, this gentleman, shit, I should have screen grabbed an image of this fellow. So Professor Director Venlin is a tall, rather young looking, I'd say like 200 to 220 years old, high elven man. He has dark brown skin, and he has I'd say middling length, bushy dark hair, and he is what's that show called? Damn it, the show with the promenading. Someone help me out. Where do we promenade? No.
Gilded Age, Downton Abbey. I have no idea what you're going for.
Bridgerton.
That's it, Bridgerton.
Ah.
So it's I only watched the first season with my girlfriend. So the main love interest in Bridgerton, first season. I don't remember his name, but yeah, that fellow. So yeah, he's pretty strapping and carries himself well. It's got a little bit of snarkiness to him, but other than that, he seems to be at least not talking down at any of you yet. Yeah. So you all have Draconic Studies with me. That is a mandatory class for your first year. Other than that, you will each choose 2 other courses for your first. Hold on. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 5 leaflets. And he hands these 5 a leaflet to each of you. There are your courses of study. After your orientation today, I would suggest you go back to your rooms, which I'll show you where all that's at. That's all being covered today. Go back to your rooms and choose your courses. You'll have to have them decided for tomorrow morning. You'll have 2 courses amongst the other 5 to choose from for each of you. And I will give you guys the course list then, after I have time to take a breath and copy paste them into Roll20. So yeah, we'll review over that offline, and you guys actually will pick your courses, and that will help kind of guide our narrative on who's where and what happens. I don't know. It's complicated. We'll figure it out. So he hands out the leaflets. The director hands out the leaflets and says, "All right, are we ready to actually go on our tour? I show you all the who's and what's it's, and then then I'll release you."
Sure.
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Time is of the essence, and I give these, periodic points where you can ask questions. Other than that, let's just zippy on down. And the director walks you off the mound in the center of this large cavern. And as you go down into this large courtyard area, you look around and there's several trees planted here, and it looks legit. This looks pretty legit for being an Underdark, Underdark fostered area. As you begin to walk away from the central platform, each of you will feel a slight tap on your leg, like almost right around the same time, and you can look down and you will see that each of you has a small piece of paper stuck to your pant leg, or if you're not wearing pants, it would be stuck to your leg. And I'm going to randomly give you these pieces of paper. So let's see. Let's put that.
They're not all the same.
Whatever that is Chella. Yeah, and I labeled them all the same, so I don't know which one is which until I give them to you. Okay, there's one for Eric, and here's one for not me. I don't need one. James, and here's one for Zach, and here's one for Dan. Okay. So you all have this tiny little note stuck, this tiny little piece of paper stuck to your leg, and as you look down and pull the tiny piece of paper off, that is what's on it.
Is this supposed to be? Where are we looking for this? Discord or
in your handouts on Roll20? Yeah.
Handouts on Roll20. Yes, and so handouts is the button labeled.
It's in the looks like a newspaper at the top. It's in your journal.
Says journal, yeah.
Newspaper, handouts, great, tiny letter, awesome. I'm picking up fast, on the Roll20 fast.
Yeah, we'll get you indoctrinated here. Oh, by the way, yes, we may be using Roll20, but I half built this map, and here, let's take a second to admire the nighttime version of Catharta Academy.
Fancy.
This is Catharta Academy at night because Arkenforge is as I've found for map making software, is the best map making software for lights. Lighting is top notch.
Hashtag sponsored.
That's right.
Hashtag the Quelmar Forge.
The Quelmar, yep. The Quelmar Forge. All right.
Can I estimate how far across the whole island is?
That's a wonderful question. You estimated, and then you kept the answer to yourself.
Right.
As you will mill over it later on.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll work out. So I just finished this map last night, or not last night. Yeah, last night. Last night. So
wonderful.
Wait, so there's not like a fully furnished interior to each one of these buildings yet, Kyle?
They're doors that don't have
handles. I did those first before I did the map. Yeah. Yeah.
This is like Assassin's Creed 1. What are you talking about? You can't go in anything.
Yeah. Everything's boarded up. You just can't interact with the doors.
We learn outside. It's one of those schools.
I'm gonna show mine to the rest of the team, and I'm gonna be like, "Did anyone lose this S?" And it's just a piece of paper that has the letter S on it.
Not mine.
I have one that says B on it. Director, is this part of the tour or the pre-tour, whatever you're calling it?
Craft to burn them real quick. The two that are exposed.
What would you like to
burn them?
Morcello will burn the notes that are exposed right now.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. Oh wait, does Druidcraft do fire?
I don't
I
think
think
it does,
well,
does it?
I think
no,
it only.
shoot.
I think it only
No,
does like
wait.
sensory effects, smell, sparkling, sound.
What?
I don't think
Wait.
it's like prestidigitation where you can just
You
like
could-
ignite
you-
something.
What?
I'll let you use I'll let you use
They're
fireball.
covered in. They're
It
moldy
does
now.
it does say for Druidcraft you instantly light a candle towards your small campfire. So in theory, if the paper was just a very special type of candle, it could be lit.
Okay,
Or
I'm
forge.
down for that then. You can get
Yeah, it says-
one of them.
Works.
You can get one of them if well both of them if you want, but the second one you try will have time because the spell does take a couple seconds to actually cast.
Yeah.
So the second person will have an opportunity to put it away if they want. So whose paper are you burning first? You'll get
Sigmund
that.
first for sure.
Okay. Okay. Sigmund, the small piece of paper in your hand goes up in a tiny poof, tiny little flame, and then ash in the palm of your hand.
She's also
What?
gonna like crumple and stuff hers in her pocket. Real quick.
Okay. Okay.
Flash paper? What?
As you do that, and then you turn to Madros. Madros, seeing that go down, do you like keep the paper in your hand, still asking the director about it, or?
Oh no, I'm not. I basically just like because this is not like subtle at all. I see her point at it and just ignites. Yeah, so I'm just gonna like crumple it up and just like shove it in my like tattered waistcoat that I'm wearing. I forgot to describe Madras as sort of like ex nobility, so he has or disowned nobility, so he has his barbarian gear over top of like what used to be richy fancy clothes, but have clearly seen better days now.
Okay.
So he just stuffs that paper like in the breast pocket of his coat.
Okay. So you shove it in, and as you do, Morchella? Yeah, Morchella, you're trying to cast it on that piece of paper, and it just goes out of sight. And you two awkwardly stare at each other for a second.
Do you have a problem?
Do one of these. She
What
wears a
is?
robe, but
Just-
it's sleeveless, so you can see all 177 pounds, 5'10" of her.
Oh boy.
Compared to me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a very tall 16-year-old. I'm a late bloomer. I've got to be like 5'3", maybe.
Look, I'm warning you, wench. You try that on my paper, and we're going to have a problem.
We already have a problem here. Listen.
Look,
All right.
The paper just has a letter on it.
Students, I don't know what are you fighting about?
Letters. I'm gonna make my Illumian sigil. I'm just gonna glow the letter S above my head, and I'm just gonna keep it there.
For Sigmund?
Oh,
What is
you
this?
have a name tag. That's cute. All right. All right. Letters. What are we talking about?
I don't know what they're talking about.
I
Please
gave
continue
you
with the tour.
pamphlets.
This is a waste of time.
Okay. Oh, sure. I'm kind of agreeing because you lot are already.
I don't know why she's doing that. These obviously all of us have a letter.
Yeah,
And
what do
not
yours
just a
say?
letter, but a paper that has a letter on it. So it's a letter. Fantastic.
I like this one.
I
Oh.
like you too.
Let me, Mr. Somnum. Let me see your letter.
I don't know if I should. I don't know if this one will do her weird flame thingy-majig on it, and I don't want that.
Never mind.
I
You know
don't
what?
like the
I was
pie.
trying to be subtle, whatever.
I think she's afraid of paper.
So I don't know what this subtle is.
Pointing and igniting something very, very subtle. This one is.
As long as there's no harm done, we foster, the growth of magic here at Catharta. So I don't mind your use of open flame as long as it's, done with some sense of maturity.
You big one. Promise you're not gonna burn it. I want to show the professor. He's got to see it.
Pinky promise.
I don't trust her. I'm gonna show it to you anyway, though.
Okay.
It is the letter O.
The little tiny piece of paper about 2 inches tall and 2 inches wide. Looks like it was torn off of something. It's kind of tattered on the edges. And there is a letter O. Looks like it's handwritten on there with ink.
I'm gonna make my S. I'm gonna put an O up there with the S. And then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna like swap them in the air, so it's like OS, SO. I'll be like, we're onto something. What else do you guys got?
Yeah, my paper said B on it.
Sob.
I know what that means. And it's not very nice. Nymira called me that a couple times, don't worry.
Oh, that's sad.
I
All right.
have a guess that the Fire Fiend's letter is E.
Listen, you need
She's
to tuck
gonna
that.
look at her boots.
You need to tuck that demon shit in. All right. I had this. I made sure to have your liaison talk to you about this. Okay. No infernal summoning and shit in here. I have
no control over this fellow. I've just merely been introduced.
Refric, do you have a letter?
I do.
Give your letter to the letter guy. I mean, he's obviously
The letter guy.
He's doing things with letters on his face.
That's me.
Well, if the Fire Fiend, if she is honest about her letter, I can guess the word that all of our letters are spelled out.
Is it a B?
My guess is that yours is E. I know what my letter is.
So it's probably no.
Any of you want to venture a guess as to what the words spell?
You got an N then.
Can I buy a vowel?
I think it's bones. But it's
I mean, you're
not.
sitting there high and
I'm
mighty.
keeping mine a secret because I hate you all.
You're sitting there
It's not
high
a
and
secret at this
mighty.
point.
Well, yes, you have the last letter, friend. So of course
She's
you
gonna
can figure
take
out
it
what
out
it is.
like so you can't see it and burn it.
Okay,
We'll see
before
about
she
this
does
history
that,
next time. Let's
I
finish
wanted to
the
do
tour.
this actually, Kyle. Can I do this? Hold on, wait, where is it? I'm gonna pop it up into the chat of roll 20. First time I want to try. Bam.
Oh, okay.
Can I do that to try to snatch it first?
No, because it's not a reaction. Yeah, if you had a reaction, you could interfere with her doing her thing, but or if like she wasn't, if she wasn't paying attention, it was something that was ongoing, but she's trying to do it herself.
Gotcha.
Though I am looking forward to you using Unseen Servant. Yeah, next time we'll make the roll 20 chat thing a lot longer, so they can read it for these long spells. But yeah, so okay, Morchella, you set yours up in flame, never to be seen or assumed by others. After you do this, the director is like looking back and forth between all of you. What the fuck is going on? All right, we've been here for 2 minutes, and we're already whatever.
Let's do the icebreakers or whatever. Yeah.
Ice.
I don't see any ice. I don't get it.
Yeah, ice. You better cool down, all of you. All right, let's go for a walk around the courtyard, and I will show you the sights. And we won't set shit on fire or do the Scarlet Letter. It's all so tragic. All right, very good. Well, over here, and he like begins to walk away, and looking back to make sure everybody's following him. So as the director walks around, I'm going to use the map to show you guys this. I will eventually label it, but I think making it look sloppy and stupid is my best bet right now. So,
are you talking about Madros again?
Look, some of us are a bit more down on our luck than others lately, friend. I suggest you don't.
And clearly at Sigmund, his letter was suddenly cast aflame.
But he has a lot of letters on his head. He's still there.
I'm going to add an E and an R, and it's going to say sober.
There you go. Get clean.
And then I'm going to add a little question mark. Maybe. And I'll keep doing this as we're walking around. I'll be playing with it, rearranging letters and adding and removing because I don't know what the last 2 letters are for sure. And just coming up with variations.
I
So
like it.
rest your
It's
mind, friend
funny.
Sigmund. My letter is indeed N, so you can eliminate that from your spectrum of possibility.
So it's a BOSN.
There we go. What could it be? We may never know. The world may never
He's
know.
gonna giggle when he rearranges inevitably to snob.
Oh, that was my first. That was exactly where I was going with snobs. SNOBS.
As the director goes and it begins to walk around this inner part here, walk you out into like around the trees and stuff, and walk the circle around the central area here in the cavern. I'm gonna do this as painless as I think I can. He's going to point to the. Oh wait, shit! My notes are on a different page. All right, well let's see if this works or not. I have to bounce back and forth here between notes and. Okay, so the lecture hall is not draw shape. I want to draw. I want it to look. There we go. Boom. That's the lecture hall. So he's going to point to. We'll call it north. Why not? It makes sense. So he's going to point to the north, and say that's the lecture hall. And you know what? You would never know it by looking at it, but that's where we do lectures. And then he's going to say, beside that is our most prized possession, the Tomioplex. It is filled with books and learning and experiences and so much power. You just have to take the time to, read it and shit.
That sounds boring.
But you would never know. You would never know. Then he'll point down to. Oh man, I didn't realize it's bouncing back and forth. It's gonna be so cumbersome. Let me hop over here. Hold on. I'm gonna separate these windows.
I'm currently on Bonks. 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 Question mark.
That may be. He points over here and says that's the general studies complex. He says that's where you will do most of your actually here, why don't I just make a circle? There we go. And I'll just slide this over as we go. Okay. This is the general studies complex, and this is where you'll do most of your work for your for the first year. What in the fuck? There we go,
I'm
Eric.
wondering what's happening.
There we go, Eric. Now you know that you can swear. There we go. Because I'm trying to get this to actually slide around and be intuitive, but I guess not. Okay. That building right there, that is the General Studies Complex. The director says that's where most of your first year studies will occur. And let's see, what's next on the list is the Proving Grounds. So he will point over to the east where I cannot move my dot. You son of a gun. Over there, that's the Proving Grounds. That's where a lot of combat studies are conducted. Over in the Proving Grounds. And also, sometimes people just go over there to settle disputes. And he looks directly at Marcella when he says it. And the infirmary, which is conveniently placed right next to the Proving Grounds. I can't move the dot. Why can't I move the dot? Dude, I'm gonna flip out.
Are you on the wrong select move?
No,
on the left.
Nope. I'm totally on the right one, but I can't get it to. Yep. Yep. I don't know what's going on in my life.
Can you just do the mouse ping on the map?
Yeah, I can mouse ping. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do because this is unbearable.
Yeah,
I can change shape. Okay. All right. So here is the infirmary, right there.
Huh.
Okay, that's the infirmary. They'll patch you up good. And let's see here. The Dorothy Mantooth Memorial Theater. Right here. Right there.
She's a saint.
That's it. Let's see here. The Catharta Cafe. In fact, that's where we're heading next, which is right over here.
Please don't tell me it's spelled with a K. Cafe.
In a PH, obviously.
No. It's CAFE. You have seen ones with K's and PHs?
Well, I know some people like to be particularly witty when they switch out the letters so that it would be alliterative, but I think it works with proper spelling.
So, like, if you were to take cathartic and switch out the C for a K and make like cathartic.
I can't tell if James is in character while saying this.
No. Wait. Hold on. Is Catharta with a C? Because you gave us Catharta with a K.
It is with a K, but
yeah. Okay.
Is C.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. He's just like looking at you.
I got you.
As he's being judged by a 16-year-old. Wait a second. I fall into that category.
I'm saying a prayer that a demon will literally drag me to hell before this tour ends.
You may get your wish, or suffer the same consequences. That's essentially what we're doing here.
I am in hell. No wish granted.
All right, I can see all of you are getting a little bored and a little whatever the fuck, and he like points over at you. Oh, names, yikes! Points over at you, Rekfrig, and a little. I don't even know what the hell that expression is. That's fine. Let's go grab something to eat. I'm sure you all have been traveling all morning, and let's go down to the cafe. We'll grab something to eat.
Famished.
Yeah, you can.
Can you highlight it again?
Yep, right there.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, the hand. Why don't I pull the hand out? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Anyone who's played.
I know how many thousands of hours you have on Roll20, Kyle. This should come more naturally to you.
There we go.
The hand. It's
the hand. That's it. Yep. The hand is. Yeah. That's how we do placing here. Oh, look. See, the hand works. The stupid circle wouldn't work, but the hand is good. So
is
he
that
points
a feature of Roll20? Or is that something you did?
No, it's just an image, just a PNG.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's such a weirdly specific and kind of grosque hand to be.
Yeah,
it looks like the Elden Ring hands, actually, Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, yes. So he points over to the cafe and says, "Let's go over there. I know you've been traveling all morning. We'll go get a bite to eat, and then we'll continue the tour from there. We'll break up the monotony. We can go over and you can meet Calvin, our head cook, and I think Mr. Somnum. I think you and Calvin would get well nicely." And he's saying this as you guys are walking over towards there.
Oh, Calvin. Who is this Calvin? Why would I like him?
He's our cook, and he also talks to dead people. So it's kindred spirit.
Best friend. Got it.
I wouldn't go there.
Best friend. Got it.
Oh, so you're going to be that kid who befriends the lunch lady kind of thing, aren't you?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Are you judging him for his friends?
That's okay. I have many more friends than he does. Trust me.
Oh,
many more friends than him.
Madros just is like.
And yes, they do fly around just like that. Just like you did. Just like that.
I nudge Morkel and I ask, do you think he can cook up a mushroom soup?
Is this like a druid joke? Probably.
Well, let's hope.
Bad joke.
Bet she knows zany recipes.
I do like mushroom soup. It is very tasty.
Perhaps a stew.
Maybe he can.
Never mind. I'll save a Lord of the Ring joke for another time. But
mash them, boil them.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you open, there's a double set of doors. There's several entrances into the cafe, but the main entrance is a double set of doors on the front side. And as you all enter the open doors, there's not really anybody in here. You can hear like activity from the lunch line / kitchen area, but as far as other students or you don't see anyone. Though you have seen students walking around between buildings, and also what you would presume to be staff, older individuals walking around different buildings and such. Right now, there is no one in the cafe. And,
What are all the buildings made of?
most of them are stone base, and they have wood accents. Some have wood roofs. Some are wooden, but most of them are stone structure.
Like full stone walls or like half wall or
No, like full stone. I mean,
excellent. Okay.
a lot of these guys can either, stone cut or shape stone magically, so it's,
Are these fresh new buildings or do they look reclaimed?
Ooh, make a perception check.
I will. I'm good at that. Okay, where's my sheet?
You've been practicing since I was 7.
I've only got a +3. Hold on. So it's roll. I think that's the roll 20 syntax, right?
We can just select perception.
He doesn't.
He doesn't
I
have
got
a
a
sheet
13.
made.
Oh well.
I got a 13.
Don't worry, we'll get him in there. We'll get him in there. So 13, okay. You notice that everything here looks pretty new. The structures, well, I mean the plant life, all that jazz. Everything looks pretty new, and I don't want to say pristine, but at least new. As you go towards this building, again, it's essentially midday here. You go into the building and you can hear from the kitchen, "Potato me now! Now! Squash me now! Now!"
Director, what kind of school is this?
Oh,
This sounds illicit.
Yeah.
That's Calvin. Don't mind it. Calvin, we come on out. Orientation. You're creeping them out. Hurry up. From in the kitchen area, coming through the swinging door, is a human man who I guess he would have say light yellowish skin, not quite jaundice, but he looks like there's something wrong with him. Like, what's the chick off Suicide Squad with the orange skin that she dies right in the very beginning of the second movie? She jumps at the helicopter.
God.
I can't
remember.
Hurley.
I'm just imagining like Patty Mayonnaise from Doug or something, where
Yes!
her skin's like borderline yellow.
Yeah, a little lighter orange. But yes. Oh, Doug, I love that. So yeah, he has like almost orangish skin, and he saunters in through the doors, and he's got a gate to him, and he's walking like an old western. And he walks out in, and he leans up against the serving counter and looks at all of you. "New students, eh? Are you all ready for this?"
I'm
Yes!
ready for anything.
Of course I'm ready.
What do you got for me, chef?
Bam! You look like a sausage guy. All right.
Love sausage.
Sausage, cabbage, and a light glaze. Okay.
Yes.
It's like eyeing everybody else up. Calvin, new students, calm it down. So this is our head cook, Calvin, and Calvin runs the kitchen, and well, he's the only living cook, but he has workers that
Isn't that a little unsanitary?
Calvin stands up over the counter and looks at you, and like he's not spindly, but he's tall and very thin. He looks down at you, Madros. Ha! Names. Madros. What do you mean unsanitary? I run a tight ship here. Are you calling me out?
He just said you have dead people helping you cook. So either they're zombified, skeletons, or ghosts. I can't imagine that any of them are sanitary that be handling our food.
He's very rude.
That's just how they do it in college, right?
When did you ever ever talk to somebody spectral that gave you an infection. Never. They're very clean. All my workforce is clean and tested. And he like points to the director. Director Van Lith has like got his head in hand. All right.
As long as they're all spectral. At first, I thought you were cooking back there with zombies or some foul concoction of some kind.
Zombies. Ha. Lightweights. Never. And the director's like, all right, let's speed this up. I know we missed lunch, Calvin, but let's get a round of food for everyone, and we'll sit down. You can go back to doing whatever the fuck you're doing, and we can have a little group chat, and then students will move on from there.
I want to talk to Calvin more. He talks to people too. He talks to dead too.
Well, I think I was going to say Calvin seems to have some sort of superpower about reading people's food. I'd like to have him read my food.
God, he's like Professor Trelawney, but just with like food.
I'm gonna think really hard about pineapples, and I'm gonna stare at Calvin.
Okay. Interesting. All right. We'll touch on that. So the director looks at Calvin. All right, Calvin, show them your trick so that you can ease Mr. Sumnum, and and then go fetch us some food. Calvin like turns his head. The orangish fellow turns his head towards the director. Fine. He turns his face to the other way, like looking back towards the doors that led from the kitchen into the server area, and he goes. Takes a deep breath and slowly blows out. As he blows out, you can see his breath come out and kind of coalesce into a not frosty but whitish blue cloud. And as that cloud, at like 2 feet to hit the side of him, hits it's almost like the glowing mist on an invisible person in the movies, right? Where you can see the outline. He blows this mist out, and you can see the outline of this humanoid woman, about 5'6" or so. Very vague outline of a humanoid woman actually moving and walking around and looking at Calvin. That's one of my workers, Greta, and she's dead. So I can give them force to let them touch things. So I call them my force ghosts, right? And they can actually do shit and help cook the food. But only if I concentrate on their being.
Can I make an Arcana check here?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I want to see if I pick up something here.
Damn.
Yeah. Is he casting Unseen Servant or something to do this?
Well, you would know. With that good of a roll, I'll tell you a couple things. One is that
Okay.
he did not do anything semantically other than breathe really heavily.
Okay.
And two, you're looking at that thing, and you're not getting any arcane vibes from the creature itself.
Okay.
So it does Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, like, necromancy is okay down here?
I don't bring them back. They come back to me.
I like him.
It's complicated. You wouldn't understand.
I understand, Calvin. I understand. Here, let me show you. I could do that too. And as I just kind of rub my hands together and do a big clap and make this little tiny, almost looks like an air-ish elemental, or oh my goodness, what are they called? You know what?
Shari?
No.
Or not a Shari. That's Critical Role. Sorry.
Sorry, Critical
Been in that
Role.
world. Been in there too long.
I'm thinking of the Methling, but no. You
Oh,
can play as them in Genasi. Yes, thank you. A small little air Genasi woman that Only he can see, of course, because he's the only one that can see the dead. And everyone else is like, I'm just like, ta-da! And everyone's just looking at me like I'm stupid other than him.
Oh, he can't see it either.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
Yeah.
kid.
You can't see her?
No. What you got?
But she's right here. Wait a second.
What is it?
This is my best friend. Her name's Nime. She's been here this whole time. I thought you said you could see the dead.
No, I can see my dead. I can only see the ones that have died within a few feet of me.
Have you killed these people?
No.
He's killed these people, guys.
Oh my god.
I hadn't thought about that.
He's killed these people. I'm convinced now. Greta. And I try to wave her down.
Greta. The director cuts in. He's like, all right, everybody, calm down. He didn't flipping kill the. He's cursed. All right, just calm down. Okay, it's not his fault.
I don't want him to read my mind anymore. I don't want him going anywhere near me. I don't want to see your trick. I'm done thinking about pineapples.
So you want pineapples? I got it.
I do exactly this. I walk
Alright.
backwards and I do this.
Okay. All right, so he wants pineapples and ham. All right, what all do you want? I'm gonna go back and rustle up some food. Oh wow, he's disappearing. Legit. He's gonna point to each of you to see what you want for lunch.
Mushroom stew.
Ooh, good choice. Points at you, Eric or Madros.
Turkey leg, I suppose.
Sorry, nice try. Turkey was Wednesday.
Then, what the fuck is today then?
Ooh, good call. Friday.
Can you make it Wednesday?
If only I could have turkey again.
Look, so you're telling me you'll make her like mushroom soup, but you can't give me a turkey leg from the back?
There's mushrooms all over the damn place, dude. How many
We're
turkeys
in the
have you seen
Underdark.
since you got here, smart guy?
None.
Look, I require a significant amount of calories to sustain this physique, Calvin. So,
You'd pick
Something-
a fattier meat. Have some ham! And he smashes the counter. Okay, next.
fair enough.
He points to you, Refric. Oh no!
Oh, no. Did we lose Dan's mic again?
Did we lose
For
your mic?
like the past 10 minutes.
Oh, has he talked?
Yes.
Oh wow!
I mean,
you
Yeah.
should have said something, Erica. We didn't.
I tried to
notice.
say it in chat.
Oh, I see it here. That's where that sound was coming from.
Oh,
Jesus.
Not again. Oh no.
okay.
I can hear everything.
Oh,
you're
there
there
it
he
is.
is.
There it is.
There you are.
You're back.
Oh,
You're back?
okay. We're back?
You're back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
man.
touch
Oh, my
it, Dan.
snarky comments. Oh, my word. Mushroom stew with a half of mushroom stew with a half a loaf of bread, please.
Now there's some calories. See that, scrawny? Eat like that. Well, with ham. All right. Bread, mushrooms, ham, and little ghost boy. What did you say you wanted?
You said I wanted sausage and cabbage.
That's
so that's
right.
what I want.
Okay.
With a demi-glace.
A
I bet he does
demi-glace.
want a sausage.
Oh, dirty glass. Okay, dirty. All right.
I-
Hey,
oh.
Scared bald kid. Go ahead.
Bald kid.
Make your order.
Mr. Galvin, I would like the pineapples, please. Roasted
Fucking
and
right you do.
preferably.
Okay. Pineapples and ham. As prescribed.
Sloan's
Why
like
is it-
playing
why
in
is
the
he-
background.
Why is he Rihanna Keys? Or Rihanna Keys?
Keanu Reeves.
Rihanna. Oh, I should have named him that. That would have worked out. Rihanna. Rihanna Keys. Okay, Calvin's
I
going
know
to
how to cook.
disappear into the kitchen and go fetch us up some grub. Not even asking the director what he wanted, which the director will look a little sour about, but be happy to get rid of him. All right, everyone, have a seat. Have a seat. We'll after you're done eating, we will finish the tour. We only have a few more stops. Then you'll meet with Mr. Putman. He is my assistant, if you want to give that a title. He will walk you through, introducing you to the paths and also working with you on curriculum and getting you set up in your dorm. All the shit that I don't want to do, he will do, and and then you'll be on your way.
We are currently on a commercial break.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
I was gonna say, yeah, for anybody who's not a subscriber, they'll get the commercial. But hi, all of our subscribers still watching us right now.
Yeah, so yeah, commercials on Twitch aren't they different for different people depending on how long you watch? Like if they joined the stream not too long ago and had a commercial, they wouldn't have one right now, right?
I've had a handful.
Did we just lose the producer? We lost the producer.
Oh shit!
That's
a problem.
That's when you know times are rough.
Yeah.
When you lost the producer.
We're gonna take a. Oh, there he is.
He came back. There we go.
Yeah. Baby, come back. Okay.
Well, that was scary.
I would like to interrogate the cook and figure out how is it that he can commune with the dead.
Okay. The cook is in the kitchen.
May I pass through the corral doors and confront him?
When you walk over towards the servery line, the director will try to fetch you. Refrig, no. It's the first day, and you really don't want to make enemies the first day. I would recommend not.
No interest or concern about enemies, dear director. Merely curious. How is our humble cook able to commune with these spirits?
Sit down, I'll let you know without you fucking it all up.
Peppery, aren't you? I grab my seat again.
Okay. You sit back down, and the director's going to put like a leg up on the side of the. We have like picnic tables here, sure, because I like picnic tables.
So like summer camp.
Yeah, it's summer camp. Puts his leg up on the seat of the picnic table and kind of leans on his knee.
I lean back as he gets his leg higher than my eye level.
Fair. Safety first. Calvin was I don't remember exactly how he got cursed offhand, but I assure you he's not of ill will. He's never even killed anyone. I should know, Zone of Truth does wonders.
Are we in a Zone of Truth right now? That's a James question.
Oh, James? No. Though that would be cool if the whole place was a Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
What kind of
I'm gonna try to lie. I'm just he says that, and my character doesn't know the answer or not, so I'm just gonna kind of look up for a second and be like, I'm 6'5". We are not in a Zone of Truth.
Of course you
not
are.
that tall.
Michelle's just gonna look at him like, what?
I was testing to see if we were in a Zone of Truth, obviously. Did you not think the same thing when he said that?
The thought did cross my mind, but I mean,
no,
I do that all the time.
My
he
staff
doesn't
here,
look that powerful.
The campus staff have all been interviewed via Zone of Truth, so don't worry, they're legit. No, Calvin was cursed and something to do with lineage, and I know he's legit. In fact, I've seen some of his memories, and take it easy on him, all right? Because some of those ghosts. What's up?
Do you read minds?
No, not actively. Why?
How did you see his memories?
Oh, well, I cast a spell on him to look at his memories. I don't just read minds for no reason.
You guys have a spell that can look at memories down here. I pull out a book.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cute book. I got that in 3rd grade. There's a Tomioplex over there that has issues 9 through 9,000 of that book. Yeah, you'll trust me. You'll figure it out.
Are we done eating?
No.
The food hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're getting a little excited there. But, he rushed into a building with children to save them, knowing full well what would happen if any were to die around him when he did so. So, take it easy on the guy. He's got to live with people around him all the time. And he looks at you, Somnum? Now I don't know. I say Mr. Somnum one time. Nerif. Nerif. He looks at you, Nerif. I'm sure you can attest that sometimes the things, the voices you hear are not always what you want to hear.
Oh no, they are. They're the best friends that I've ever had. As I just have this big ear-to-ear grin.
Good for you. Yes. Tiny bald guy.
I don't
My name
know
is
why.
Sigmund.
I don't know why, but I think I like you.
I like you too, weird guy.
I have a question that I think we should ask Calvin. That's very important. I don't know why anybody's ever asked him before. But why does he take the souls of the people who have died around them and then put them to force as unpaid labor?
I
like you too.
He doesn't take them. He's burdened with them, and it's not the souls of those that were to go beyond. It's the souls of those who were trapped. So instead of a ghost lingering in an area, it's stuck to him like glue until whatever thing is resolved. I don't know how.
How do we free the souls? I feel like if we free the souls, then Calvin's burden will be eased, and the food will be more sanitary.
True, but then I'll have to hire more people, and that's it's messy. It sounds
Ghosts aren't dirty though.
Sounds to me like you're okay with ghost slave labor, Director.
It's not slave. He doesn't make his ghost do the thing. They just
No,
want
he
to do
just
the thing.
has them. He inherited them. Totally okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. I'm glad someone finally recognized how okay it is. Okay.
Fucking hell.
Good.
I'm gonna put sarcasm in letters above my head.
Yeah, look at that.
Speaking of letters, how are you doing over there, Sigmund, with deciphering that cryptic message?
It's going to look like a roulette wheel with the letters going up and down and swapping into place, and you'll see quick glimpses of snobs, bongs, bond, bones, knobs, and sober.
I would like to
Oh, and
intimidate.
Bison. That's right. I had Bison as a guest.
I would like to intimidate Morkella into getting her letter out of her.
Oh yeah, she's gonna intimidate you back.
Let's do an intimidation off.
Intimidation.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh shit.
Jesus, Dan.
Oh, you're so scary. Okay.
Both of you.
So because it's so close, Marcello, you might be inclined slightly to,
It's like the anime scene when it's just lasers going.
But yeah, it's so close that you might be inclined slightly, a little bit intimidated by his presence, but it's not like she got blown out. So
she's gained
however you want to
some
handle that, Michelle.
respect.
Yeah.
For Refrig.
How are you two posturing when you're trying to do intimidation off?
She's like baring her like itty bitty ogre teeths because she's only half orc, so she's like, ah.
I'm holding my bowl of soup, just staring.
Okay.
I ask her, "How's your soup?"
Great.
Mine too.
I'll tell you about the puzzle later.
You'll tell me and me alone?
No.
Unacceptable.
Most of the words I've come
Shame.
up with have E.
Shame.
Shame.
Do you have a bell?
Shame.
Shame.
Also, wait, what did we get the food yet or no?
Since he said soup, sure. It just came out in the middle of your intimidation off.
She's gonna immediately ask for a bigger bowl. Like she needs one that's like basically a 5-gallon pot.
I'm not a wasteful person, and my staff is short-handed. You had better eat all of this.
Of
Or
course,
else.
look at me. I need the calories.
Yeah, but that's a lot of liquid. You said a bucket? You want a bucket?
Sure,
of
if
soup?
that's what you have.
I got buckets, but man.
I haven't eaten all day.
All right.
Do I have to do this every time I eat?
If you stop whining, no. There we go. Much better. I'll go get your suit. Yeah.
I'm so thrilled the guy from Point Break is our cook.
Such a good movie. Yes, by the way, we're gonna have plenty of like pop culture references and shit, so I apologize. I just can't seem to run a game without them. Okay, he runs back. You're getting the super. Is there any kind of discussions we want to have before we finish the tour with the director?
I still want to get that letter out of Morkella.
Morkella. Oh, go ahead.
Morkella.
She's not gonna say in front of the director.
Right?
Not in front of the director. Interesting. Are we able to whisper?
Well, he's like sitting at the same table.
Right? Anything, right? Can't roll 20 whisper.
There.
Yeah, you can whisper and roll 20. Yeah. If
that.
that was a thing, yeah. If you two want to, go ahead to head. It would be.
Oh, if any of you has message, you could do that.
I think it's W\space and then your message. Or no, wow, I forget. I don't ever whisper, so whatever.
Discord.
Yeah, it's W\space and then the name of the person.
Well, that's not it.
No, you have to name the person. You have to like pick the name, the Discord name of the person you're sending it to.
It's Dan, and roll 20. It's \W.
Oh.
And then space. Then start typing her name, and then it'll auto-populate.
Boom. That's it. Yeah. So you guys can whisper that. Like if you two get whatever, the director will stay at the other end of the table. Not a big deal. You can make it a private thing if you want. All right, last chance to field any questions. There's a lot going to be thrown at you today, so.
I got a question. Fast. So you're okay with necromancy? I can do that here.
Controlled necromancy. In fact, there are specific courses we offer that will help aid you in safe necromantic practices. You just do not violate.
I will make everyone all the friends I can. I'm very excited. It's going to be a fantastic 4 years here with you.
Look, I'm a little concerned about this one willy-nilly casting necromancy in some deluded world in which he lives, in which he thinks everyone wants to see dead people all the time.
Don't you miss your grandmother?
She
misses you.
I mean, she lived a long, long time ago. We elves are quite long-lived, unlike your kind. So, while I do remember, she is still alive, as far as I'm aware.
That's more reason to bring them back. The past harbors secrets that we can only discern by a casting of the Speak with Dead ritual.
When I go, I don't want
He's
any
my
of you
friend
to
too
come
now.
bring me back.
I like him.
I want to sleep.
You can do that as well. We will teach you how to safe harbor your body. Sorry, your body's forfeit whenever you're dead, but safe harbor your soul and everything. We have courses for all of that. We are going to bolster all of you, not only in your power to defend the realm, but also your understanding of the arcane and of the divine. Things to look out for, things to aspire to. We have great faith in all of you, and apparently your sponsors did as well. So don't have any fears on this. And Mr. Aresius, that's I know you may feel a little out of sorts here. From what I understand, that you haven't had a formal arcane training, which is fine as well. It's you can be a valuable member of this community in other ways.
Don't treat me like some second-class citizen like the rest of my family did. I know that's the only reason why I'm here is through those connections. But I have a sharp mind, a sharp wit, just haven't fully come into my Fey powers yet.
Yeah, and you will have the chance to be useful. One day.
One day. It's.
I'm not completely without skill. He's like flicking, like snapping his fingers, and like fire just like coming out of his, like just between his fingers. And it's just like a little spark, sort of toying around right now.
That's cute. Can you warm up my soup? She's gonna hold up the bucket.
The
Bucket.
I really just want to firebolt you in the face.
Wait, I have flame hands. I can save you, Seth. Oh wait, no, I can't. Unless we short rest.
He needs a nap.
By the way, Kyle, do we have like our equipment on us now, or is it like in a locker or something? Okay.
Nope. You have right now. You have all equipment. They haven't issued you uniforms yet. You haven't you haven't done anything. This is you showing up, and instead of you having somebody else show you around, the actual director is showing you around for this portion. But as he explained, this is like the initial ta-da, and then he'll hand you off to somebody else, and then you'll get all the goodies.
So my great sword is like Geralt of Rivia or like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, like on my back, just like diagonal here.
Casual Z sword, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And I'm just like, look, if you want magic, that's fine, but from what I understand, you run out of it. This doesn't run out. Just keep that in mind.
Neither does this. I'm gonna make some more words and phrases appear. It's just gonna say words and phrases.
Maedros is like sort of banding his hand around. He's like, Refrig, was it? You said this was like hell? I think you might be right.
It certainly feels that way, my large friend.
Don't worry. It's... Think what you may. We'll see your perceptions on everything a year from now. I have faith that all of you will make it through the curriculum this year, and we'll have a different view on Catharta come next year. So,
Director, my only question before we move on is this: what's this about hosts? You mentioned something about that earlier, correct?
Yes, Mr. Putnam will handle all the host and path stuff. It's like sponsorships, clubs, all that kind of thing. Nothing to get worked up about. I'm not dealing with that shit because it's very involved, and he'll explain that to you. He'll explain that to you.
Not my character asking this. Do we know who our patrons are or why they represented us?
Yeah. So what happened is we're gonna I'm gonna do flashbacks to you guys' backstories throughout the campaign. For us to, hit on some of those details and make this more personal. But for right now, everything's kind of general. But you will know that you had somewhere along the line, you had a sponsor who vouched for you, who found out through people that hey, this person has magical, there's something special. And this sponsor of yours examined you and said, okay, we think they're Catharta material. Let's get them hooked up and send them to the academy if they want. And you all accepted that invite. Your sponsors will be different for each of you. So, we will touch on that then. It's something definitely something we have to go over then.
Would Kyle, would a know-it-all have done research into what the hosts are coming to this school, or is that all kept so secret that even somebody actively trying to dig up and learn about the school ahead of time wouldn't have been able to figure anything out?
Yeah, you wouldn't even have known the name of the school until you were on the way here.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah. It's all very secretive. It's just kind of, hey, do you want to go to the most prestigious magic school in all of Quelmar?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah. So that was the pitch. There was no, here's what it is. Here's all how it works. You were very, very vague coming into this, which is why the director's dumping all this info on you, but also foregoing details because he only has a limited time with you.
This just remind me too, because I'm not with your Quelmar group's other stuff. The world above is basically like Reign of Fire right now, correct? Or
it's not post-apocalyptic like that. It's still
okay.
It's still fantasy, Lord of the Rings, but there are active dragon attacks across the the world.
Okay. Right now. I was envisioning this is like fucking 12 Cloverfield Lane where you can't even go above ground.
Just like shaky camera.
That's way too good, Dan.
Dude, we should definitely do a campaign like that. Oh, that would be awesome.
Where we have cameras mounted to our faces and we're just panning around.
That'd be awesome.
What vault number is this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 This is the we have to replace. This should be the new 76. We're gonna make it better.
Oh man.
We're gonna make it good. And yes, that's what's good. Man, yeah, no post-apocalyptic above, but basic just for those of you brand new to Quelmar. Above us in 821, there is a like great dragon war. Tiamat has there's an island continent in the center of the realm called Kiston, and on Kiston, Tiamat and all the other like dragons were kind of nesting and living there, and now several years ago they were released upon they've broken free, released. James, you can clean any of this up if you need to. Upon the land, and they have began attacking, and there's a war. You know, good dragons, bad dragons, bad dragons minions, good people of Quelmar, the counter assault. It's a big thing. But for us, for this campaign, we don't have to worry about any of that because we are underground. Or maybe we do have to worry about some of that, and that'll be exposed at a later date. We'll see. So yeah, the hosts, Mr. Putnam will explain all that. Damn, you're really going to eat all that soup. Wow.
She's gonna just finish like chugging it. Like, she doesn't do keg stands. She does soup chugs.
Wow. Boy, the next time they have a super, you'll be
Super Bowl.
you'll be. Oof, that's painful to watch. All right, let's finish the tour. Everybody ready?
So just slam the bucket on the table.
The sooner we get out of this
Let's go.
haunted house, the better.
I think you'll grow to appreciate the lengths Calvin goes to take care of everybody. But hey, whatever. Think what you want. And D will get off, all official. The director will brush himself off and say, "All right, let's go to the dorms. Let's go show you the dorms."
That's where people sleep on college campuses, right?
That is correct. Would you like a shiny gold star?
One.
How old are you again?
I am 6'3", and the zone of truth will prove me to be correct.
Perhaps some things do get past him.
Yes.
I don't think he's 6'3".
Yep, still feeling it. You're still able to say it. Whatever. Yes, dorms are where you're going to be sleeping. We're not going to go like in through them. I'm just going to show you which one is yours, and then happy, we're done.
Director, do we share our dormitory with anyone else aside from our first class squad?
Okay, excellent question, Refrig. You actually had something productive to say. I shall answer. So
that's why I'm here.
Rude.
Yes, the dormitories here are separated, and now you're all walking out right here into. Wait, where's the hand? Consult the hand.
And
Boom.
And
oh wait, it's in the way. Tilt the hand. Okay. So you're standing at this intersection, and you're looking down, and he's pointing to all these buildings down here. Okay. He's pointing to these 5 buildings. They all are structurally pretty close in how they're shaped. He says those are all the dormitories. And he's going to point at these 4 right here and say, this is all according to the hosts. These are all 2nd through 4th year students. You won't have to worry about any of them. That's Giadori. And he's going to go through all the 4 hosts and say that those are their dormitories. You don't have to worry about them. But your dormitory, is right there. And he points over to your dorm. That is all general studies and non-host affiliated students live in that dormitory.
Excellent.
So
right by the sparring grounds.
Yes.
Indeed.
They're called the proving grounds, actually, if you were paying attention.
They can be multi-purpose.
Know it all.
Yeah. Yes, it is. And it will only be, so to answer your question, Refrig, it will only be first-year students and then any second through fourth-year students that aren't affiliated with one of the hosts, which we only have about a dozen who chose not to join one of the hosts.
What would make someone not join a host?
Some have their own personal reasons. Others would just like to stay in general studies and have flexibility to join at a later date. So oftentimes, or I shouldn't say oftentimes, but sometimes second-year students will forego joining a host until their third year. That way, they can have more time to better judge the opportunities.
So we have a year before we have to get a host.
Yes, or else you're going to be late.
You don't have to get a host at all, young one. But
you can pick one right now and be the first.
What are the host options? I'd love to pick one.
No. You confused him.
Why are you laughing at me?
Damn it, Marcella. You confused this young mind.
Did I say something wrong?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're just outclassed. Don't worry about it.
Look, Sigmund, just go with the flow, man. Don't get too bogged down in all of joking.
Yeah.
The barbarian's a hippie. Who could have known?
Yes. No, you don't have to choose a host, and you will not be able to officially join a host until your second year. But don't worry, I'm sure they will come pouring on your first or second day to give you their spiel and try to sell you on their host. That will begin right away because every host wants to have the best and brightest. So
do they offer any boons?
Of course.
Ooh, I letters. Boons. B-O-O-N-S.
I mean, that is a spelling.
Fellows, I have a sneaking suspicion. I've had a bit of an aside with the Mistress of Soup. I think our upperclassmen are hazing us, as it were. An option of all 5 letters that have been spelled out as noobs. I think they want to cast us in the mud.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry, guys. My fucking cat kicked my mouth.
Hi, Remy.
Oh, no.
Yes, he laid down, and when he did, he pushed the right clicker into the X off for my internet browser and just closed the entire fucking thing.
Sabotage.
Get off of here, you fat
Control
cat.
Shift T
Jesus.
Shift T restores your tabs.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, sorry about that. That startled me because he just it just was like that. I didn't even register what happened for a second.
Madros, we discovered, Morcella and I discovered, or rather...
I discovered.
She discovered, definitely was her. She knew the last letter. The N-O-O-B-S. We might be hazed by the upperclassmen.
Oh, it was
Well, I
probably...
don't take too kindly to the hazing. I guarantee you I can knock a few heads in if we figure out who did it.
If we should establish ourselves, as it were.
Yes, establish dominance, Refrig. I like the way you think.
As do I.
As do
Yeah,
I.
Morcella's she's gonna cast Thorn Whip and then be like, "We'll make them pay."
The soup dominatrix.
Oh, it's like instead of the soup Nazis.
We're gonna be like the tunnel snakes.
The tunnel snakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tunnel snakes rule.
Very nice. So the director will. Calm down, everyone. It's not, I don't think it's a hazing. I'm sorry. I think it's. Actually, hold on. Let me pull up names.
Maybe it is boons.
It's probably Limu and Twitch. I'm so sorry. They're campus employees. Yes, Limo and Twitch. Yes, why?
Yes.
Have you? Oh, you've heard of them?
No reason.
No, I'm
Okay.
just confirming. We heard you.
I think I know some of their distant relatives, but
There's hundreds of them.
Entails.
Yeah. They're quicklings, and they light all the lights here on main campus. That's their job, is to, they're part of our maintenance crew, but they make sure all the lights are lit. Because as you can tell, there are street lamps everywhere. So at nighttime, they make sure they, run
And in the
around
daytime, they fuck around.
yeah, they get bored.
Then they will certainly find out.
Just please don't kill the campus staff.
Or if we do kill them, invite Calvin to stand nearby, and they can still work for the campus.
The word
Oh
man
my
makes an
God.
excellent,
Oh my
excellent point.
God.
Great thinking.
I hear that a lot.
As enterprising as that seems, no, let's not kill them
I was
at
not
all.
prepared for that.
No.
No,
Just saying, you don't have to pay them at that point.
I understand, but they're okay. They're just a little mischievous. It's fine.
Hmm.
They're probably trying to get you pissed off at upperclassmen. So glad I was here to clear that up, and you didn't wait until you got into the confines of your dorm to work that out on your own. And yeah, so good, so glad.
I think
Now,
we should still fuck with the upperclassmen. Let them know.
la,
Who is
yeah.
here now?
He's putting his fingers in his ear. La 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 la. I
Right.
Very good, director. You get it.
Yikes.
Well, director. This has been a real blast, but I really think we should make our way to our dorms.
Yes,
Oh, you have somewhere to
certainly.
go.
Dorm.
Oh, fuck! You thought you were going. Oh, you're cute. No, I'm not. No, we're not done. No. You don't get to go have free time. Remember, I told you my assistant is coming to take you down the paths. Look, here he is right now. And
For the post tour. We already did the pre-tour and the tour, and now we get the post tour.
well, I took you on main campus. My assistant will take you down the paths. And,
Aw.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the little wings off the bottom of this map.
Yes. That is yeah. That is a whole nother can of worms that we're talking here. But it's good for you to see them right now, even if you won't be able to access them except for that one. And he points to hold on. How many? I have like 9 windows open. Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go. He points to, let me get the hand.
Jesus.
The west.
Secret tunnel.
That one. He points to that one. He said that's the only one you'll be able to access in your first year. That leads to the town on the outside, where if some of you choose to have jobs for your extracurricular stuff, you may get clearance to go to Meimogu, which is the little shitty little town at the end of that tunnel, or as I like to call it, at the end of that path, or as I like to call it, the path of regret. I'm sorry, you'll see it. It's a shithole. Yeah, but you have to have special permission to go through that path, because you could blow our cover, kind of thing.
Who are we hiding from?
Oh, look, there's Mr. Putnam. And yeah, you see,
While
you all see. Go ahead.
Oh, while he's turned around, Marcella's gonna cast Mold Earth around Sigmund to make it all muddy and shit, and she's gonna be like, "Don't get bogged by the details," and like walk off.
Ooh, nice.
Terrible
Do you pull?
pun. And
It's
look what you've done
difficult
with my
terrain.
boots.
Yeah,
Look what you've done
it
with my
goes off his
boots.
boots. It's gonna get into the boots. That's how high it gets. It's gonna like climb in a little bit.
Yep, earth comes up around your ankles and kind of forms this sludgy,
Good.
muddy mess. As it
Good.
does,
Form a negative relationship with the cleric right off the bat. That's what the barbarian needs. You're not the barbarian. You're the druid.
She acts like a barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got me fooled.
She wants to arm wrestle the barbarian.
bring it. As you mold the earth, you pull up the grass and dirt below Sigmund and put it up around his boots. You will notice that unlike everywhere else you've been so far, you have now left a large bald spot in the grass. Because you pulled up the grass to get the earth and all that jazz.
Yep.
As the director looks at the human fellow who is very nicely dressed in a suit, and is walking over. This guy looks probably in his mid-50s, and short, very very nicely kept hair. Agent, what's his name? Agent Agent Shield, Marvel Shield Agent Coulson. There we go. So Agent Coulson.
Bill, as to the layman.
to the so yeah, Agent Coulson looking fella walks over, and as the director turns to introduce all of you to them, the director sees the Earth display the Earth displaced beneath Sigmund. All right, Sigmund, that's gonna cost you. We keep this lawn manicured for a reason, young man.
It wasn't me. It was her.
He looks over
of
to
course,
Marcella.
blame the druid.
Marcella, if it was you, and I could find out if it was,
I'm in a zone of truth. I can't lie.
You need to.
I say.
you need to fix that shit, because we keep this very nicely manicured.
She's gonna put it back.
Our groundskeeper William Mullis is a very hard-working man at keeping this pruned and pristine here.
Dear man, I assure you, it was like that when we got here.
Is there something special? Oh,
make a deception check.
While he's doing that, is there something special about this grass? Like,
other than it being like herbally fertile, no, it doesn't look natural or nature or anything. Let me get back over to roll 20. 12. Yeah, nice try, dipshit. No, it wasn't.
Nice try,
She's just gonna put it back. Yeah, she's like, this is.
Oh my, this is like fixing a divot on a golf course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she put enough to like upheave over his boots, so it's like a 3 foot, essentially a 3 foot circle around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nothing big, but it looks very serious when he's talking about fixing it.
It's like that scene from Space Jam. He's fixing a divot.
Fixing a divot.
All right. Well, this is Mr. Putnam. He's going to finish your tour. Good luck, buddy. And he pats the human on the shoulder. Mr. Putnam looks at the five of you. Well, hi, gang. I guess I'm here to finish the thing for you. Hey,
you're showing us the shithole, right?
The shithole? Memogu? No. I'm not taking you out there. Yes. Yeah. What kind of
Hi, my name is Sigmund. Sigmund Bestimung. I'm an Illumian from the surface world, and I was told that this is the greatest academy of sorcery and magic in all of the Quelmar realm, and I just wanted to ask when we would start meeting like actual professors and smart people.
Wow. Actual smart people. That's sure. That's good to know. Yeah, we're getting ready to go. I'm going to show you the paths, which are basically our areas of academia, right? And we're going to meet professors today. We're on our way to meet one. It's going to be so exciting, and they're going to be so much smarter than everyone you've met so far.
Guys, we're going to meet the professors.
We sure are, Sigmund. We sure are, buddy.
Oh. I can't wait. I bet you're gonna have so much fun in Draconic Studies with the director, who is now like walking away across the thing.
Oh, that's amazing! I start speaking in Draconic, and I start saying in Draconic. I've already been practicing my Draconic for the past 10 years since I was a little kid. I've always waited for a day when somebody who really knew the dragons and their history. And I keep going and going and going.
I cast message while he's doing this. I cast message to Putnam and just like, please do not field questions from him unless you want a really, really long-winded response.
I responded Draconic to Sigmund and said, easy does it, buddy.
That's right. Easy does it. Easy does it. You said that. Yeah.
All right. Calm down. Calm down, fella. All right. Sorry. I am not a huge magic guy. I do books and logistics and math, so...
Oh, great. You and I will get along great then, Putnam. I'm not really much of a magic practitioner myself, but I am a studier of history and nature and that sort of thing, so we can chat over more academic, if you like.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, that's my area of expertise. I help run the day-to-day operations here. So let me run this down through you real quick so we can go meet professors and do the thing, and we can get this done. Yay. Putnam, what's his first name anyway? Let me look this shit up. By the way, I have all these names and shit armed. If you all look in your handouts, you'll see that there's a handout that all of you can edit called NPCs. And I so far preloaded, I only had the director in there, but I can copy paste NPCs onto that into that handout for you so that you have them for reference. Ones that you meet anyway.
I hope that his first name is, or his last name is damn near killed him.
Ooh, I can write that down. Damn near. Yeah.
What? No,
So,
damn near killed him.
Samuel Putnam is the dean's assistant. So yeah, he tells you. Okay, so he's gonna explain to you the paths. So I know I briefly went over this, or not went over it, but gave you guys information on how the paths work. This is basically the areas of study. The path of the material handles the courses that deal with the material world, so like nature magics, technology like artifice and stuff like that, as well as like elemental magics such. So
That was nothing.
Yeah, the booze smoking. The second path is the path of the mind, and that deals with mind magic, like illusion magic, mind control, and certain enchantments, stuff like that. The third path is path of the infinite, and that handles all the divine magics, teleportation, prophetic magic, stuff like that. So, you guys are in general studies your first year. You stay here on main campus, but every other year you will have classes in one of these three paths, and or all three paths, depending on what courses you choose for yourself. And each path kind of has an affinity to one of the hosts, but all hosts are welcome in all paths. So there's his like speech to you, kind of running it down, and he says, you know what? Enough talk, and enough talk. Let's show you. And he's like looking directly at Sigmund. Let's show you the smart people here, so you can actually feel like you're learning something. We have a meeting very soon with Professor. What the fuck's his name? There we go. Where the fuck's his name? Professor Geraldine Ilalin. He is not only a professor in the courses Bioarcana and Navigating Nature Magics, but he's also the Material Path Coordinator. So every path has a professor that is like the head of that path, but they also teach as well. You know, gotta cut costs. We gotta have efficiency here. So I'll put that name in there as well in the NPC list. But yeah, Professor Ilalin is who we're gonna meet first, and he looks over at Marcella. I've read your file, and it seems you're very, very comfortable with nature magics, so this will be extremely beneficial for you, as he is one of the most powerful druidic nature what do you call them, casters, whatever, nature people in the establishment. So
good old nature people.
Yeah, so let's go. Boom. And he will take you.
Sports team. The nature people.
Nature people.
We're the Catharta nature people.
He will take you via hand travel.
We climb upon the giant hand.
Yeah,
Big B's hands us around.
Yeah, that would be sweet. I gotta cut costs. We can't have spell slots for that. As he walks you across by the dorms, past your dorm, by the way, he walks you on the road, and as you begin to enter this tunnel, or what he calls the path of the material, you'll notice that there is this apparatus right here at the entrance of the tunnel. It's a large, almost looks like one of the street lamps that are all around the campus. But it's a little more. It's got like cogs and devices and shit all hooked over it, and it looks a lot more. I would say elegant, but a lot more complicated than an average street lamp. And he walks you by this, and you can see that this apparatus is actually hooked to. There's a wire that comes from it to the wall of the tunnel right here. And the wall of the tunnel, you can see that there are tubes, glass tubes, running lengthwise down the tunnel. Long tubes, where I'm just going to come out and say it, fucking neon bulbs, all right? So long neon bulbs that line this tunnel, and it looks like they possibly go the whole length of the tunnel. But they're not on right now. They're dim, dark, dormant.
Is this a trap? Is this in case somebody from the outside who we're hiding from tries to get into this tunnel? You activate that and then it blows up the tunnel?
Oh, no. That's cute. No, it's for lighting for travel between courses. And he points back up to that tall building I showed you in the beginning, right here, the one by the entrance. He points up to that clock. You know, the clock I said had all the clockworky clock, right? He points up to that, and he says, when between class periods, that will send lightning, send a blast of lightning to every one of these, and he points to that apparatus. Will send cast a spell and send lightning to every one of those, which will energize these. And he goes over and actually taps on the very thick glass casings of this.
Ah!
It's okay. It's okay. It only has swamp gas in it. It's not going to hurt you. But it sends electricity through these, and the gas on the inside actually lights up for a period of time. So that will signal the class between classes. That's when class is over or class starts, and also time to travel between classes. Because if you come down this tunnel, like we're going to right now, and it's really dark, it's really fucking creepy. Just saying.
What if you're standing in front of that deal when lightning strikes? She's gonna
Well,
point
if
at
you're
the apparatus.
if you're 15 feet up in the air and standing right between that tower and this apparatus, then you're doing pretty good for yourself. Do
You're
know how
gonna
to
have a
fly?
bad time.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, if you do and you find yourself between those 2 points, I feel sorry for you.
Professor, I believe Sigmund has a question.
Yes, young man.
Are you saying that there isn't a defense mechanism in case the people we're hiding from managed to break the boundaries and got inside?
There is, but you're not gonna know what it is.
Be insight with this guy.
You could toss them 15 feet up in the air between class changes.
I mean, if you want to test it, by all means. Whatever. You know, just
Yeah, I can jump pretty high, man. So
okay. If you find
Yes,
yourself,
you can, buddy. Yes,
should
you
I
can.
put a warning? Should there be a
No
warning?
fly, jump really
I
good.
feel
fly
like
zone.
I feel like OSHA would have a field day down here.
Okay. Well, tell him to come down here. And, they can take it up with
Fuck is
someone.
OSHA?
Osha's just one guy on the surface. He just travels the world.
Yeah.
The legend
That's
of
unsafe.
OSHA.
He doesn't show up for like 20 years, and the day he does is all hell breaks loose.
Yep, it's that day.
Yep.
Audit day. So we're gonna walk back this tunnel. It's super creepy, and yeah, and we'll be in the the path of the material. Just to speed things up, and because I'm almost out of time, but this is a perfect time to have this, as all of you, as the 5 of you and Mr. Putnam begin to walk down the path of the material. It's dark in here. It's pitch dark. You will see some luminescent plants throughout your journey down this path. Thankfully, you guys started with material because they're the plant people and actually have this natural lighting, whereas some of the other ones don't. But you walk down here and it's very dim glow. As you walk down this path for what's probably 3 minutes or so, you can see up ahead of you a lot more light, a green and purple glow up ahead, and you hear the sounds of yelling, of people yelling to each other. But maybe they weren't necessarily yelling to each other, and they were yelling to you or the monster that is running towards you. From the plant-like matter that is lining the insides of this tunnel emerges this large plant-like creature, not quite as large as a shambling mound, but this large, like, eerie plant-like creature. And in fact, you know what's funny? Darn it, I have the picture I can put it in Discord from my phone, but I don't have it in Roll20. So sorry, viewers, but I will put it in our Discord channel for everybody else can see that. So if you're not part of the Quelmar Discord community,
There's a link. I was gonna say, there's a link below, right below the stream.
You should join there. So this is what the creature looks like right here. He's about 11 foot tall, and it is coming out of the viney plant-like foliage on the side of the tunnel. It's like it was lying in wait, and it's coming towards you. Very long, plant-like thorny fingertips and squiggly viney head. And yeah, I don't have it in Roll20, but it is very imposing. As this creature, oh, there you go, nice, get him, James. Rawr! Oh, look at the animation. Oh, it's beautiful. So as it runs towards all of you, and it begins to shift and shape its form with the crackling of plant and wood, and it's taking off in a dead sprint towards all of you. That's where we're going to end our session for today. So much talking. Okay. Wow, we did it. We actually had a game, y'all.
Nice.
We had a tour.
Yes. Yeah.
And a post tour and a pre-tour.
Yes.
All the tours.
And a proto tour. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm still waiting for the detour.
I think this is the detour.
I think we had that before we started.
Mm-hmm.
That was like an hour of detour.
That was the Dan tour.
The Dan
That
tour.
is how my name is spelled. And my phone.
I will help. Don't worry, Dan. Feel free to get with me offline, and we can work on.
I genuinely think I'm just going to order a microphone for the desktop. It seems like it's just going to be the best thing to do.
Yeah.
You can get them for like $10 or $15 now, and if you need it, I got you. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. This is our first session of first class. And wow, it was super excited to finally get to play with some of you for not quite some time. Some of you I haven't got to play with, and others, it's great to see you in the online space. And wow, thank you. I know we're gonna have a blast with this already. I can tell. And next week, I can finally, hopefully, stop running my gums and actually have us get into some more some actual meat and potatoes of it. But yes, let's go around. Everybody, say any thoughts on today's game, and then we'll end with James with any Quelmar stuff. And I'll just do my outro now. I'm Kyle. I was the DM for today, and will be for first class in the future. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. It is my pleasure and honor with all these people. Let's go around again. Eric, any thoughts on today's game, my friend?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's nice to have people into the role play element of this campaign, because I really feel like that's the unique element of this game compared to some other ones I've been in that are either more dungeon crawly or combat driven. This one, the role play is a lot of fun when everyone else is as invested in it. So I'm looking forward to this a lot.
Awesome. Yes, this will be a role play heavy campaign, so I'm glad that all of you are invested, and just as invested as we are in Dan having a good time here. Dan, any thoughts on today's game?
Thrilled. Refrig as a bit of an oddball socially speaking, is surprised at how well he's getting on with his new comrades. He thinks very highly of himself, but somehow he's surprisingly attracted to these oddballs that he finds himself partnered up with. So thrilled to see the story as it develops moving forward.
Awesome. Yeah, so it was great having you. Boy, I did not realize that Refrig was going to be the supreme edgelord that I'm loving him to be. And yeah, it was beautiful. But the opposite end of the spectrum, Zach, I didn't realize I was, going to fall in love with a little brother I never had. So, any closing thoughts today for you or Somnum? I can't remember the first name.
Nerif, I think. Yeah.
There we go.
Nerif.
Yeah.
So I thought this was fantastic. This is great, and Nerif is as happy as a clam that he has all these living friends, and he cannot wait to show them all of his dead friends, and he cannot wait for them to make their own dead friends, and everyone's gonna have a good time.
It sounds so ominous when I hear it spoken. Like, it just sounds like you're gonna.
There's no ominousness. No, I want everyone to have their own dead
I'm
friends.
gonna kill my friend.
Friends will become dead friends.
What the hell? What is it? Is it Dan?
They're friends forever, Eric.
God, I can't remember. Can bards learn Dance Macabre? I don't think they can, but
they can.
Holy
I'm
high
taking
level.
Oh, we're about
that's
to.
only like a 3rd level spell, I think.
Is
So
it? Oh, I thought.
yeah.
I thought it was higher. I thought it was 4th or 5th.
But yeah, so
Awesome.
I'm just really, really excited, really, really happy, and this is very fun being all nerds all together. It's very nice.
Oh, it is fun being nerds all together. And speaking of nerds all together, Erica, it's so good to have you in the online space. Yeah. In fact, I've never played D&D with you before, have I? Just other role-playing games? Yeah, so it's good to see you in the role-playing games. You know what? I haven't got to monitor Twitch. Love you guys on Twitch. And I see Lich Amoy on Twitch. And yeah. Learning, getting to play with you and other people at Quelmar Con, and all these other systems. It's really nice to spend this time with a system that I can actually run as opposed to being players in. So yeah, tell us what'd you think? Any thoughts on today? It's great to have you.
Yeah, I'm also super jazzed about the roleplay heavy campaign. I'm like really loving that right now. And Mortella in particular is excited to test the mettle of her new friends / frenemies.
Awesome. Yes, yeah. I was not prepared for you to come out guns blazing. And yeah,
She's ready.
Totally catch
Always
people
on the
off guard.
offense. Best
So-
defense is a good offense.
That's good. And you know what? There is no one out there as offensively
As offensive. There's no one as offensive as James. Is that where that was going, guys?
It was offensively fighting.
He
All right, I
And
shouldn't
God.
have drew it out.
No.
He just
Offensively
wrote.
fighting for us to actually get to game this as James did today. Yeah, he fought tooth and nail to get everything to work so we could play this game, and has done all the production stuff, which is thank you so much, because production stuff was not my thing. So James, any closing thoughts on today's game?
I like to build my characters from the ground up. I like to have them not be as enjoyable or friendly at the beginning, and then see where they go as they grow. So I want everybody to just know I love you all, and that my character is a bit of a dick, and it's on purpose, but only at the beginning, so that we can watch little tiny baby Sigmund grow into someone a little more bearable.
Also same.
But thanks for thanks for hanging in there with me while I called out all of your terrible things.
I loved it.
Yeah, I love it. I love when people are able to commit to something like that, because then it makes it more fun on the receiving end too. So something to bounce off of.
Yes, yeah, and oh, dude, yeah, there's no offense there. We all know it's we all know it's coming. So that's good. That's awesome. Awesome. Well, that's it, James. Do you have any Quelmar stuff to plug to put out here before we head off?
Sure. You can come back and watch us this Sunday. We've got our Strahd campaign going from Strixhaven to Strahd back to Barovia with Another One Bites the Dice. We are doing our what we call vamping for time, which is between main sessions when we're down a person or two. We get together and we vamp for time. We still play and we still stream, but we don't do the Strahd campaign. We'll do like little interviews and talk about the campaign and recap. Actually, this Sunday is a recap stream. So we're all getting together for everybody who hasn't watched Another One Bites the Dice yet. Get in there Sunday. We'll catch you up. You'll be ready to watch and ready to jam. And then Strahd will be streaming pretty much every other Sunday or so from that point on. And then also every other week is on Wednesday. I mean, this campaign is every other Wednesday. But on the Wednesdays that aren't us, come back and join us next week on Wednesday the 6th, for Rule Benders. That's our Avatar Legends campaign, our ongoing campaign. They've been playing since like December, so they're in the thick of it, and they do an amazing job. They are a bunch of angsty, a lot of teen angst there, a bunch of teenage rule benders or firebenders and waterbenders, but they call themselves the Rule Benders. So they are amazing. So come back and watch us next Wednesday, Rule Benders, and then the Wednesday after that, we're back, and we'll be alternating. So we'll do, Avatar, Strixhaven, Avatar, Strixhaven.
Yes. Yeah, if you guys haven't tried that Avatar game system, wow. It's not officially. The book isn't out yet, but the rules, all more than base rules, are on their website. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely great. And if you're a fan of Avatar, the Airbender, or Last Airbender, like I am, or Legend of Korra, amazing game. Wonderful. It's based off of Powered by the Apocalypse system. So yes, awesome. Cool. That's it, James. Yeah. Until next time, remember everything James said is coming up, and we'll see you guys back here for First Class in 2 weeks, 2 Wednesdays.
Yeah. Except also, Kyle, we got to do the thing. They don't know about the thing. None of them know about the thing. You barely even know about the thing. Yeah. So every single stream has to sign off with the same catchphrase. I don't know who started it or why it started it, but basically until next time, and we have to do it because there's actually a reward in the chat that people redeem at the end of the stream, and they're like, so we have to basically, I'll do it this first time. Listen carefully, follow the example, and we'll see where it goes. So something yada yada yada, everything Kyle just said. This stream was great. Love you folks, and until next time, keep rolling the dice. And then we go out.